each of the motors has a knurled ring on it, which you can unscrew and then you slide. Hello folks, welcome to Netcruzer Tech. Got an unboxing for you from FeiyuTech. Sent me the G6 Plus gimbal to check out. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much to them. This gimbal is actually quite versatile as it can carry a point and shoot camera, a mirrorless camera, an action camera, or even a smartphone. So that's really awesome. Now I have unboxed and used some gimbals before, but they were all previously smartphone only gimbals that would only carry a smartphone. So this is going to be the first one that will carry a full-size camera like I'm actually shooting with right now. So once we get the box open, I will test it later with the camera that I'm shooting on right now to see what the features are like. Now this one seems like it has a fairly new update to it because it does say supports Hero 7. Sorry, it is a little bit dark in here. I'm at the cottage right now and a thunderstorm is just about to roll in. Just gonna get the wrapper off. We'll get right into it and we'll see what it's like. You do get a carrying case, which is nice. So you get a pretty nice carrying case with it. Actually quite a nice material. Let's see what it's like inside. So you got a mesh pouch on the front so you can carry your cables and documentation. And let's just take a look at what documentation you get with it. A G6 Plus quick start guide. That's 100% Chinese, so that's no good to me. Here's the English one. Hello. FeiyuTech warranty card, so you can fill out your warranty. G6 Plus. Now, even though this said hello, the instructions are not in English. Not at all. That's a bit of a problem. So we'll have to use the app and figure out what what everything does. Because on the back side, there's, yeah, you got no English instructions with this at all. That's too bad. We'll have to see if we can figure it out without any English instructions. Here's what you get. It is powered by a large lithium battery. This is probably a 26650. Yes, it is. 26650, 3.6 volts, 5,000 milliamp hours. Here is likely the charger. Let's see here. We have a micro USB to USB-A cable. Another thumb screw. Not sure why they would put this in a bag, but this is just your traditional GoPro style mount. Another bagged accessory, the GoPro mount with, tripod base. I do like these, so that's excellent. So that's your traditional 3-prong style GoPro mount. So that allows you to mount the action camera to the gimbal. And these set screws are likely for balance plates. And let's get right into it, see what else we get. One Velcro strap at the top. Here's another box that probably has some more mounting plates on it. And here's the gimbal itself. Actually looks to be very nicely made. The build quality of this seems very nice. It has a nice dial on the side. This is your joystick. On the back side of the gimbal, you do have this slider assembly as well as a trigger. When you're holding it, you do have a trigger, a slider, a joystick, a dial, a mode button, a start-stop recording. I'm not sure what this button does, probably a programmable button, and USB charge. And you also have a tripod jack on the bottom. Overall, build quality, fit and finish, and how it feels is quite nice. This bottom section, not sure if you can tell this, but this is a rubber on the bottom, so it has a nice grip feel to it. Looks like you just unscrew the base to put the battery in. And then the versatility is in the mounting on the top. So this does have a, does it have a 360 degree? Let me check. Yes, this does have a 360 degree motor, as well as the mounting plate is fully adaptable. This top plate is what allows you to mount a camera, an action cam, or a smartphone. Really nice. It is lighter weight than I thought. This is not much bigger than my Moza Mini Me that I have, and this will allow me to carry the actual mirrorless camera that I've got. And overall, build quality of this thing seems excellent. You do have a 360 degree motor rotation on, I'm not sure if it's on all sides, but it might be. Some of these might be limited, but let's see here. Sorry, this is hard with, oh, this one is limited. Now as for balancing, it does seem like it's going to be quite easy to balance. Each of the motors has a knurled ring on it, which you can unscrew, and then you slide the balance sliders back and forth to get it to balance. Here's what was in the last box, and this one is a fairly robust smartphone mount. So this one has the smartphone attachment, And then you've got your 2 set screws for actually mounting a actual camera to the gimbal. While none of the instructions are in English, you can use some of the pictures to understand how it works. So the clamping mount is for smartphones. That's how you attach a smartphone to it. Here's how to use the Feiyu On app, which allows you to get the advanced camera control. And if you want to try and check out the apps, there's the iOS and the Android versions. Here's all the things that the gimbal can do. I will need to take some time to learn it since I cannot read this. Here's all the things you get. This is the nice phone mount, which is made out of metal. You've got your action cam mount, your 2 set screws, and the gimbal itself. And the carrying case. Now the top plate where you can mount your camera does have a, this is so you can balance your lens. That's why you would want to have this style of movement, so you can move the camera forward or back depending on how big of a lens you attach. Just inserting the battery for the first time, put it into the base of the gimbal, slide it in, and slide the base on. Let's just see if it has any power. Oh, there. Probably just keep holding it. Yes, but because set, does that say? It says set Wi-Fi via app. Okay, I'm going to power it off because the motors are struggling because it has nothing balanced on it. Now we'll get it balanced with the camera and then we'll power it on for real. Just want to make sure it worked. Okay, overall I think I got, the gimbal is still off right now, but I think I've got it fairly well balanced where it will just hold itself well enough. So I'm going to power it on now. Hey, that's working. Now getting it to balance properly was as easy as just sliding the motor mounts, and you have an adjustment here for up and down. You have an adjustment on the plate for back and forward. You have an adjustment on the back. You have an adjustment on the back for this way, and you have an adjustment on the bottom, which I have not adjusted for just getting it balanced even slightly better. So the mount on the bottom does allow for the tripod to be attached. Manfrotto Mini on here, although the weight of all of this is a little bit too much for the Manfrotto Mini, so the little ball attachment does move. Okay, I've been playing with this FeiyuTech G6 Plus a little bit. The camera is currently on the gimbal right now, and I can show you a little bit in the mirror in a second of what I've been able to figure out just by using it for 5 minutes. Although my camera is too old to do the Wi-Fi remote control, so I cannot start and stop recordings from the gimbal handle or just the zoom or the focus through the gimbal handle, just because my camera is 1 generation too old. You need a Sony A5100 or newer, 5100, 6000, 6300, 6500, and eventually 6400 as well. Will allow the remote control. This one, NEX series, does not support it. Anyway, on the actual gimbal control itself, let's see if we can see this. On the rear of it is, if you hold the trigger down, then you get fast motion. If I hold the trigger, you can get fast motion. And if I let go of the trigger, then you get the slow pan. Above the trigger, there's that slider function, and that allows you to get your Dutch shots, which is your tilt. So overall, this thing does everything that I had hoped it would, as well as it's super versatile because it does hold on to a big camera, a small camera, an action camera, or a cell phone, which is pretty darn cool. I've got this on all follow, which is so it follows me up, down, no matter how I hold the camera, it will follow me around. And one of the great things about this is that this camera that I'm using right now did not have any in-body stabilization, but it does have lens-based stabilization, so overall seems like it's doing very well. If we went out for a run outside in another video, we'll see what this thing can actually do. All right, thanks for watching. Now obviously I want to eventually upgrade the camera that you're looking at right now to get one that does do the remote control ability, so I will look at that, but overall this Sony is still holding up quite well and gives me quality that I cannot match with some of the other ones that I've tried. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you're new around here, subscribe. If you want to talk to me, leave a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching.
Mr. Wilson. Oh, it's so smooth, Willie. So smooth shots, Willie.
I don't need to go outside. Whoa, it's like gliding. It's gliding. Hey. Look how smooth that is. Okay, let's go pee. Alright, now we're outside with the FeiyuTech G6 Plus on my Sony NEX5R. And I've got the screen flipped up in the selfie mode. Just let the dog out for a little pee. I've got it on all follow. All right, go pee, please. But if you adjust the horizon, then how do you get it back? I'm not sure how you do the reset on this thing yet. Anyway, pretty darn cool.